everybody, how's it going? I know it's been a while. It's been just a very, 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 very busy last couple of days. I don't know how long it's been since I posted last, but I'm here now, and I'm currently living in Okinawa, Japan for the next month, which is super exciting. And I mean, I know this video almost seems like it's on purpose, or like, you know, the positioning as well. And I forgot my equipment, which, by the way, my equipment is my Janky tripod. So I've just found the perfect spot for the phone to just be propped up, so it looks like it'll be a good angle. Anyways, what I want to talk about today was something that I haven't really thought about in a while until I was talking with some couple of friends, especially when it comes to just like current world affairs. And it's the idea, or just the belief of not caring. And it's something that I used to say a lot about most things in my life, especially things that came with any sort of conflict or any sort of like efforts that need to be put into it. For example, reading used to be something that was really bothersome for me. It used to feel like an area where I would never excel in. So whenever I had readings for class, or people would ask me about books or whatnot, I'd just say I wouldn't care. Or especially when it came to me when I was younger about like, I don't want to say life skills, but just things that people my age would care about, like wanting to, I don't know, maybe like date a little bit, or wanting to try and like go out more, and to be more of a, I guess sort of like a participant in just the community, in my own community of just hanging out with people in my age group. I just said I don't care, because it just felt like something I was ashamed about, or something that I couldn't do. A lot of judgments, a lot of shoulds. And I wanted to talk about this because, just especially with what's going on in the world, and just people just being like putting their hands up, and you know, it's something I used to do, just being like, well, I can't do anything about it, I don't care, like I'm just living my life. And to a certain extent, I think that is something that is okay to do sometimes. Actually, let me just backtrack. I actually don't. No, sorry, I take that back. I don't. And the reason why, just in my belief and the way that I see the world and the way that I've experienced the world, is I think I've talked about this before, but I feel like words are like the magic of humanity. Like anything and everything, like everything that I'm sitting around. I don't know if this is like a gazebo or something. Like, without words, without communication, without understanding of what a material is, how to define what that is, how to explain it to somebody else, like without language and communication, nothing around me or in the world would exist in this sort of structured manner, especially in like bigger, more complex societies. And when we use our language and we say things like I don't care, or we like make these proclamations, I think in my belief and the way I see words, it actually makes it stronger in a sense. So like, if it's like affirmations, except it's not exactly affirmations. I'm not just saying like, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna be a millionaire, and just saying that and that'll just appear. Like, there definitely has to be some action to it. But words and what we set as our beliefs reinforces or gives a stronger pull towards the energy that we're pulling towards. And for me, when I used to say I don't care a lot, it pulled me towards this energy of sort of neutrality, leaning more towards negativity. And the thing that I've learned about at least the way my energy works is when something is neutral, when I'm just saying I don't care, like I'm just like hands off, it never really ever has led me into a position that I've wanted to be in, or that I feel like has put me in a better position. In fact, the more I say I don't care, the more I realize that I was just disconnecting from not just the people around me, but kind of from myself. Like I was just assuming that I could not grasp something, or I could not make that decision. I could not take that action. I don't care. I don't care can mean so many things, but for me, that's what it meant. There were a couple of those things, like I can't do this thing, I'm not supposed to do this thing, I'm not worthy. And it's why, like nowadays, I never say that anymore, well, except right now, I guess, but I never really say that. Like, I care about almost everything in a sense, you know? At least everything is a pretty general term, but like I care about so many different ideas, things, people, places that it just doesn't fit in my current vocabulary. And even when I come up against something where maybe the tingling sensation of like I just want to shut it out, I don't care, comes up, I just say now, like, I'm gonna give some space for this, or I'm gonna let this sit with me and let it consider more, let it percolate more. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to share just why I feel like saying I don't care isn't like a beneficial term really, and why I stopped saying it. And if you say I don't care a lot, maybe think about, at least if you've watched this far, maybe think about why you're saying that. Is it something externally that is affecting you, or is it something internally that you're telling yourself? And also think about when you say I don't care, how does that make you feel? You know, like, do you feel empowered? Do you feel like like a sense of certainty, control over yourself, or a circumstance or outcome? Like think about language, but we'll just say, you know, the phrase I don't care as like an activation in a sense, a term or a phrase that when you think about it or say it, what leads up to that term? Like, oh, these certain actions or thoughts happen, oh, blank now, and asserting I don't care. So what leads up to that? And then what is post? What's the post reaction? What's the post what's the post reaction? What's the post thoughts? And just think about if that's something that you like, you know, because like I'm just sharing what I think, what I believe in. I'm not saying anybody should do what I'm doing, but I just think it's interesting, especially because I really do like talking with people, hearing what they have to say, hearing about how they see the world, and just staking my claim, I guess, in how I see it. And I hope if anybody's watched this far, maybe you're interested in that too. Maybe you'll, I don't know, try and answer some of these questions for yourself. But anywho, I'm gonna sign off. It is kind of late. I think it's like 8 o'clock. I've been up since like 5 in the morning, 5:30, because of just jet lag and just I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna call it, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you soon. I don't know when that'll be, but we'll be soon. Bye.